Hey you guys, I hope you're having a good day. I have my friend Willow here. Willow, Willow, look up. Come here. Okay, never mind. I do have to talk about the elephant in the room. I had been sat on by a large doodle, whom I love deeply, but he's a big boy. So I've got some carpal tunnel pain, ulnar tunnel pain. I don't have to wear them all the time, but they've really been aching. So I put them on. I've been having them off and on all day. So like during a bath and a blow dry, I can get away without it because I'm not gripping a lot or bending my elbow a lot. But during the haircut, that changes things. So we're gonna fix her up. Last time she was a neat and all over because I had taken her short the time before. So I'm gonna see what length do we want. Usually I keep her at a 1/2 inch because she tends to tangle between appointments, but it's a little cold out. I think I might do the 5/8 wide. I did do her bath and her blow dry already. She has a nut job for both, so to save myself the embarrassment, I don't film it because you guys would laugh at me. Or maybe that's what you need. I don't know. Do we need a good laugh? She does have a few tangles. Most of them came out though in the blow dry because when I dry, I brush at the same time. And on her, I will go over the same spot a few times because sometimes it just doesn't look right. But her hair's pretty soft, so sometimes it just doesn't look the way I think it should because it's so soft and floofy. Go over there. She does not like being repositioned. She wants to be where she wants to be. She's a very stubborn little girl. I started grooming her pretty early on in her life, and before, she would bite at everything and try to climb the walls and jump all over me. Luckily, she's matured quite a lot, but she still kind of freaks out in the tub sometimes. I try to be careful in her around here in her hock area. Sometimes her Achilles area right in here will go between the teeth on the comb and end up way shorter than the rest of it. Doesn't hurt her, but it kind of looks silly. So I try to really scoop in that area as best as I can, provided she doesn't move. They almost did it again. I almost went right like this. I gotta always remind myself of this motion for her. Yeah, I think the 5/8 will be good. Because it's over a 1/2 inch, but it's not too terribly long. She still kind of bites at the brush. Not for me so much, but I think for her family she does. Excuse me, I burped. It used to be cute when she was little. You know, the puppy bite thing. Wow. As she's gotten older, it could be a bit dangerous. Especially if you get your fingers in the way. She's gotten my fingers a few times when she was younger. It wasn't her fault. She just wanted to bite at what I was doing. And I got in the way. Okay, Willow. Seriously, calm down. You're not going anywhere. It's like she thinks she's leaving the room if I move her. Silly girl. Well, that's going pretty easy so far, I would say. Here, no, just a minute. I think she hears her people outside. She tends to get a little overexcited when she hears people outside. Excuse me while I fix my t-shirt. Oh, I forgot to mention, Willow is a doodle. I want to say golden doodle. She's what they call like a mini doodle, because she's not full size, but she's full grown, like maturity wise. I forget how much she weighs. Secretly wish all the doodles were this small. That way, if they sat on me, it wouldn't hurt anything. I think I mentioned it in a previous video, but Houston, one of my dear clients, he's a 140-pound doodle. He's got a bad hip, and I'm pretty sure some arthritis in his hips and knees. But he full on sat on my arm. Wow, I was like I was leaning on the table, and I was like this between his legs in the rear, and he just plopped. And then he didn't want to get up. So that was interesting, getting out of that. And he didn't mean to hurt me or anything, but I came to realize he's just too much for me, because if he doesn't want to, I can't make him. He's too big. With a previous injury to my right arm from a dog bite years ago, I'm already weakened on the right side. So, and his parents agreed, it's just getting a little dangerous. Either my hand or arm gets messed up, or my lower back, because I tend to throw out my lower back. And neither one of them want my back to get thrown out. So his parents, they don't want me to get a bulging disc or anything weird either, which could happen with him. So then my hand was sore for a couple days, and then it just progressively got worse, and then me like gripping anything was really starting to ache. Then I got pain that ran up my arm from my hand, and then I went in to see it after. And the x-rays were fine. The bones are fine. I have a little bit of arthritis right in here in the thumb joint, but nothing horrible. So she referred me to a hand surgeon, because I might need an MRI. I think I got her hair in my mouth. But in the meantime, they said I can wear supportive braces or sleeves to help me get through. It was so funny. I go into the urgent care, and they were like, "Is this a work injury?" I said, "Yes, it is a work injury." "Okay, do you have an L&I claim?" "I do not." "Well, why?" "I'm self-employed." And they all got a giggle out of it. I'm like, "I know, right?" And then they're like, "Well, how did the injury happen?" And I tell them, and then they giggled a little bit more. And I was like, "I know." I don't even pay into L&I, so can't very well make a claim against it. Which, if you're not familiar, L&I is labor and industry. So if you're working for a corporate company and you get hurt on the job, they pay you out money for being out hurt. But it's something the business pays into, and I don't. I'm not required to, because I'm the only employee. That, and I've heard L&I is just a pain, because you gotta go to the doctors they tell you to go to and have all this paperwork filled out. Nah, I wouldn't want to do that anyway. Well, that wasn't too bad. Okay, I need your paw pads. She really doesn't like her feet messed with. So I got my Kenchii Flash 5. It's got multiple lengths on it. I'm set at 30 for her paw pads. Then I will bump it up to a 10 for her potty areas. I like to hold my face away from her foot because, well, when she was younger, she used to horse kick me. So if I had my face over here, she would do this really fast. Bam! Right in the face. So I try to keep my face away from her back feet, just in case. Yes, I know you're losing patience with me. She likes to flip around. Like, if she's over what I'm doing, she'll just flip around on me. So I try to catch her before she does it. That way I don't have to move her to where I want her. She's got some pooty stuck to her booty. Yeah, we got it. Now I gotta reach behind the camera here and try to grab that disinfectant spray. Hi, how are you? Let's get a little personal. Yes, that's my real nose. I got it from my mom. Oh my gosh, my mom. So, if you saw my last video where I did my mom's dog, I kind of roasted her a little bit about having clothes for her dog, Benji. She just told me she bought him a stroller. I thought he already had one, actually. No, she didn't have one for him yet. Now she does, so if they go somewhere... I was like, why, Ma? I need justification. Long walks. He's got 4 legs. Oh, if we go to someone's house and I gotta stow him somewhere, leave him at home. I don't... Can't leave him in the car. I understand. She wants to take him everywhere with her. But sometimes it's just not practical, and instead we just buy him a stroller. Hopefully it's boy color. Because if it's pink, I might have to laugh a little harder. She told me she watched the video, and I was like, uh-oh. She thought it was hilarious. I was like, oh, good. I might be a bit old to get in trouble for things I say. Maybe not. I want to find out. I mean, she can't ground me, but I still want to be respectful, you know. It's my mommy. Okay, go there. It's a little hard not being able to move my thumb. But it does cut down on the pain, so I guess it's worth it. I guess. Where's your dew claw? There it is. Her dew claws are like tucked. Sometimes I can't see them very well. And we'll Dremel them because she jumps on people. And I'm sure she's a lap dog, so I like to soften the edges of these nails. Get them a little closer to the quick if I can. And kind of round out the tip so that when she does jump on somebody or paw at them to get their attention, she's not gouging them. So I'm just going to take my extreme curve and kind of go around her foot a little bit. From the underside to get some of the shape cut in there. Grab some of the funky bits on the bottom end. And then I'll round it out from the top. But she didn't have as much grow out as I thought she was gonna have. Which is kind of nice. It definitely looked longer than it was. And like all my expensive stuff, my scissors and stuff, I keep on the counter because she likes to kick things. And walk on my scissors. She kicked the Dremel off my old band's table one time and it broke. So, if it's something I really like, I keep it on the counter so she can't get it. She's kind of like a toddler, you know? Walking chaos. But we love her, Willow. I got her in a farrier hold back here. I got her leg behind her body. I always want to see the bottom of the nail. That way I can see like how close to the quick I've gotten. Because I can see it from down there. Okie doke. And then I'll take these. Oh, you can't see over my back. Excuse me. I'm at a slight disadvantage because I'm left-handed. And I always have to have my head in the way. I might go over her body with my chunkers. My Kenchii chunkers. I used to go over all the dogs with just a thinner, but oh my gosh, it takes forever. And I've gotten pretty good at not leaving scissor marks with the chunkers, especially on the doodles. It did, sometimes I'll still go over what I've chunked with the thinner if I just can't get those teeth marks out. I mean, it's a learning curve for sure, but you do it as much as I do. You kind of, you catch on quick. Got a little bit of a tangle spot here. So then for the front of her foot, I'm supposed to angle it at 45 degrees to get kind of like a, reminds me of a bevel shape. Honestly though, for Willow, no one will notice. As soon as she gets out into the backyard, she's just gonna dig in the dirt, you know. I could do the nicest, most perfect round foot on her, and I feel like it goes to waste because she will just go out in the yard and dig. Which is like, you know, I'm glad, you know, live your best life, but could you look decent for a day? Could you? Could you? No, you can't. You don't care. She is not ladylike in the least. At all. She will rub her face in the carpet. Roll in the dirt. Honestly, it's me as a child, probably. I used to take mud baths in mud puddles on our property where we live. I forgot to show you guys. I sprayed her tail with my Hydra Ultra finishing and dematting spray. I just keep it in a smaller bottle. Because I did feel a couple of issues in here. Now, I like to brush and comb the tail from the left side, and then I will trim it from the right. So I will end up, when I turn her around, I will trim up her tail. Well, it's not that bad. It looked worse than it is. Because when I get her wet, I can see where she's tangled at. But a lot of them came out in the blow dry. Oh my god. Oh, it's 4:45. I guess it's time for more coffee. Okay, what is this? I feel like Jack Skellington. What is this? What is this? Come couple of little tangles. I've gotten her family mostly trained to brush her tail. But they definitely know when they've lost the battle, because then I come over and shave it because they know they've lost the battle. Okay, you want me to finish combing it from this side? Huh? Huh, Willow? Willow, because you ordered me to. Yes. And that's how I know she doesn't hold a grudge. Okay, that feels good. Just gonna chunk over top of her end of her tail. I try to do the tail so that there's a slight band at the base of the tail, but it, it blends into the rest of it. Because it's right at the base of the tail where they like to chew and rub, and certainly underneath of it is where they like to get their poop stuck. So I always shave her butt pretty high. Then I'm just gonna straighten up some stuff on this side a little bit. Actually, the comb did really well. I don't have to really clean up a lot of stragglers. Except for, around her feet, but that's pretty normal. Normal. There's a couple of curly cues back there. Okay, can I see under here? Thank you. Just gonna come around the side of her foot. I see a curlicue on the inside of her left back leg. And I can't see it from any other angle. Oh, the things I do. think I will comb her neck area to make sure it looks alright. I could do the whole poodle fluff it up thing. I've always just combed things where they're gonna lay. Usually downward, like this. I do have a comb for fluffing up and flipping out hair, but for me, it just takes me longer. And I've tried to do all the fancy stuff, like the fancy round heads I learned in Expo, but the clients that I've done that on, they've asked me to revert to my old ways. So they don't care about fancy. And this one, see, I've always done my doodles slightly messy, not exactly perfect, for a couple reasons. One of them is I'm not great at a perfect hand scissor. I never have been. And all my, most of my doodle clients are like, don't poodle my doodle. And, the poodles have the perfect lines and the straight everything and smooth and all that. And what's the best way to not make a doodle look like a poodle? Make it not 100% perfect. So that's how I've always done it. I mean, it looks good. Looks clean. Cut. Even. But not perfect. Because these doodles, they don't care about that. They want to get out of the van and go run and jump in a mud puddle. So why just put myself through all of that? Time, effort, frustration, anxiety. Just for the dog to run and jump in the mud, But I had a couple of Shih Tzus. I tried that fancy scissor work on their head and face, and the owners like the old way better, where I just snap on a guard comb and go to town, Just take it all off. So, definitely gotta know your audience for grooming. Especially for the clients and the dogs. You gotta know what the dogs are gonna do. Trying to get her to stand on her foot. Still got a little curly thing up there. Let's see. That's pretty good. Pretty good, I think. I don't really worry about her elbows that much. A little bit. No, sit in the middle. Sit. Excuse me, I burped again. And you burped. That's fine. I like to set her down to see if any of this armpit hair is going to come out the front. Because I won't take my scissor into the armpit. But if it's something that's going to comb to the outside, it's probably something that will come and show itself when she's running around. Because I don't remember if she wears a harness or not. But it drives me nuts when a dog goes to sit down and you can see their armpit hair hanging out the front, you know? It's just like, oh. Reminds me of like a hairy guy with his chest hair coming out the neck hole of his t-shirt. It's just, it doesn't make me feel great. So I'm holding her head up because she likes to put her head down while I'm down here. So I just got a finger in the loop, the grooming loop, and I got her head resting on my hand. Just a sec. Put it down, let me see. She hates it when I have to pick up a leg. So I always like grab around her elbow so she can't. Yeah, put your foot down. What are you doing? I put my fingers behind her elbow so she can't yank it away from me, which she does do sometimes. Don't ya? Yes, you do. Don't worry, I wash my face. Right? Right. I wash my face and hold my breath when she kisses. She has actually pretty good teeth. Her breath doesn't reek, but I mean, it's still hot dog breath. It's still kind of. But getting doggy kisses is like my grooming love language. That's how I know they love me. They really love me. So I can get some of her pit hair that's hanging right here. Because I know where her skin is, you know? Know what I mean, Vern? Yeah. Okay, sit so I can see. Sit. She only likes to sit when it's her idea. Okay. Now I'm going to spray her head and her ears with this finishing dematting spray. Just in case. She has tingles that I didn't get in the dry out. Willow, honey, why are you acting like you're in trouble? She does that when I go to dry her face too. She like just hangs her head. Lost an earbud. Okay. What's our timer at? 45? It's not too bad. I had to clear out some space on my phone because it tried telling me I only had 25 minutes that I could do. And I'm like, that's not right. Hold on, little girl. Gonna comb out your ears, puppy. Let's see, do you have a ton of ear hair? Yeah, kind of a ton. I'll pull some of that out before I let her leave. I'll do the haircut and then mess with her ear hair. That will make her done with me for sure. Got a little tangly bit back there. Behind the ear. Nothing too bad though. That's a big target area for her mats, is right behind her ears. And right underneath her ear. Right in here. Right under the ears where she likes to get tangled. Because she rubs her face in the carpet. And it's always the ears, right, that she's rubbing in the carpet. Because after I get done with them, sometimes they feel funny. Especially on a day when I've had to pull out some ear hair. It's hard to grip her stash. I can't move my thumb. I'll just use my whole fist like a toddler. Uh-oh. Do you have a tingle in your mustache? A little bit. Okay, I think I'm going to scoop her eye corners with the Kenchii Wash 5. Got the size 10 setting on it. And then I will get my newish comb to comb out the hairs away from her eyes to see if my scoop was good. She gets horrendous eye boogers. Oh, yeah, I should probably take some off her face. We'll try the 3/4. It's one size up from her body. I've always done it that way. That way it's not like a huge shock to the eyeballs, you know, between the head and the body. I've never enjoyed the bobblehead look. And it's a lot easier to blend it in. Like the head into the neck, you know? I know you don't like me doing this side. Let me see. Ah! Ah! Cracks me up. I'm like, look at me. And she looks at me like she's terrified because I have her ears pinned back. She's like, oh. Okay, so I'll take my chunkas and blend the head into the body more or less. In school, we were taught to do it this way, but I suck at it that way. I say, do it however you want to get the look you want. I mean, no two groomers are going to do it the same way and get the same result. I'm just going to take my thinner and kind of go down the bridge of her nose a little. That's the one I want. I try to leave her some eyelash in the corners back here. Right here. But her hair on her head is so heavy, it all falls forward, and then I feel like I can't see her eyeballs. Kind of drives me bonkers. Willow, look at me. Oh, look at that cute little eyeballs. Look at her cute little face. Oh, thank you. So I'm just going to come around the side. Some of her hair is straight and some of it's curly. And most of it drives me crazy. Oof. Trying to grab the hair with my thumb not moving. I do have my curved chunkers I could use for this. I know, I just want to get some of your stash right in front of your lip. Let me see, Boogaloo. Willow, look at me. Look here. Look here. You know, I think that's pretty cute. Trying to get her to look behind the camera. Or look at the camera, because I had my hand behind it. Okay, let me see your ears. Are they still pretty good? Yep, they're still good. I try to keep them behind her nose, the tip of her nose. Because when she's getting in the dirt, they don't drag in it. Stay. I'm moving things, but you're not off the table yet. See if I can reach my ear powder. So I'm just gonna powder my fingers like a bowler. Or another word that I won't mention on here. Yeah. And just kind of pull small portions of that ear hair out of the ear canal. I only pull little bits. Like old school groomers would grab a hemostats and just grip everything in it and twist and yank. I don't do that. I have never done that. Because that's cruel and unusual punishment. I think I would never. Not to a dog. Let me see. That's good enough. I just want to make sure we can aerate that ear hole, the ear canal, because, you know, this one is full. And for her, if I let him just stay full, the ear hair itself will turn into a giant dreadlock. Then she gets an ear infection. And then I blame myself. I know you don't love it, sweetheart. The good news is, underneath the hair, the ears are really not dirty. There's no buildup or dirt or wax. She hates it. I know. Just a minute. Psst, psst. Willow. Willow. Let me see. I know, but oh, wait a minute now. Let me see. Is this one dreadlocking already? It was starting to dreadlock. Ew. It looks like I'm gripping her to beat hell over here. Really not. I have no gripping power in that right hand. Okay. That's good. I got it. Let me check this one. Okay. Ooh, Lord. Do you feel better? Can you hear me now? Are you cute? Oh, Willow, are you so cute? Are you so cute? Is she cute? Oh, look at. Oh, look at her. Okie dokie. I think I will get her a picture and I'll get her out of here so I can head to my last one tonight. It is now 5:17. I have to be at my last one at 6-ish. I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye. Bye, Willow.